My name is Gary Pak, and I would like to read an excerpt from my novel, Brothers Under the Same Sky. This story is about a second-generation Korean American from Hawaii, and he goes to Korea and fights in the Korean War. In deep night, when stars are blooming their effervescent powers of dream-making, when the code of air runs dry across the silence of the skin, and the many snoring in the ward are disguised by a darkness so thick that one cannot move without being touched by 1,001 hands of memory. Private Han's eyes glitter and ponder in a stupefying frustration. Instantly, he is seized by snaking straps of vines he cannot leave. From a bush, the boy emerges, his arms to the sides of his body, clothed in his dirty rags, his eyes missing, dry blood and mucus covering the empty sockets, and the boy moves towards him, and he is struggling to get out of the tree's grip, and the boy bends his arms, his hands open, palms upward, as if asking for an offering. The boy reaches to touch him.
안 돼. 비켜. 저리 치워. 내 몸에 손끝 하나 대지 마. 하지 마. 하지 마. 하지 마.
When he wakes, he notices the soft quiet that embraces him. At first, he does not know where he is. He stops, leaning against a boulder, his heart searching for any sensation that would tell him that he is alive. He is frightened. This is the most scared he has ever been. Is he dead? He punches himself in the chest. Yes, he feels the blow. And now he feels the thirst. And now, in the distance, he hears a thunderous echo. There's the war. He tells himself, there it is. I have not left it. And why has it left me here in this wilderness of rock and dirt? Where are my buddies?
황인정 새끼!
황인정 새끼!
뭐 하는 거야?
뭐 하는 거야?
이 미친 새끼 봐라!
미친 새끼가!
뭐 하는 짓이야?
뭐 하는 짓이야?
He gets up, kneels, then prays. It is darkening. Night will be falling soon. Stands up, takes his rifle, starts down the dirt road. He climbs his way over and between the fallen trees. He follows a steep road, and at the top, he stops and looks down into a narrow plain. A village is there. Perhaps he will sleep well tonight, something he has not done since he has come to the land of his ancestors. He finds a narrow trail that he takes down the side of a hill to the village. Sections of the trail are destroyed, fallen to the side of the hill as a result of the bombardment. But the hill on this side is not steep, and he is able to cross over the broken trail by hugging its side. Halfway down, the unmistakable smell of rotting flesh stings his nostrils. Half hidden in a dried bush is a pair of legs. He covers his nose and mouth with one hand, and with the other prods the bush with his rifle, uncovering an old woman whose eyes seem to be gouged out. Maggots infest the hollow sockets. There is no one around, not a sign of life on 2 feet or 4.
엄마야 누나야 강변 살자
나 귀신이야.
들에는 반짝이는 마야 누나야 강변 살자.
여보세요? 여보세요?
여보세요?
아무도 안 계세요?
아무도 안 계세요? 아무도 안 계세요.
Nothing. No stirring. Nothing. Only the smell. His rifle now lowered, the smell is stronger, more rancid and sure. He uncovers the body. It seems to be a woman, face down, her hair long, unbraided, black, and tangled. She has been shot in the back. And when he pulls her out of the pile, he sees the back of her head is caved in. The forehead exploded, her face beyond recognition. Something is clutched in the dead woman's hands that are pressed against her chest. He tries to open her hands, her fingers, but rigor mortis makes it difficult. He finally breaks 2 of the dead woman's fingers to get to the shiny, gold-colored object. A cross. Another elderly woman, all blindfolded and shot in the head. A willow tree, a child's laughter away, next to a tranquil, dark pond. He takes off his backpack at the pond, washes his face, then sits against the trunk of the willow, closing his eyes against the madness of time, of memory, and feels his body being drained into the ground. A ragged urgency rises to his stomach, knotting his stomach. A chill rises to grip his heart. He takes the collapsible shovel from his pack, assembles it, then, taking his rifle and shovel to the hillside, digs a shallow grave for both halmoni and granddaughter, covers them with the loose dirt and rubble around him, buries them with a prayer, and sets a stone to mark their final resting place. While a full moon rises and swells and sinks into the distant trees. After he has buried the rest of the family, having inserted the cross back into the hand of the woman, He washes his face, fills his canteen at the pond. Then he strikes a match and lights the straw roof of the shack. Walking towards the rising sun, he stops a short distance away and turns to watch the blaze. Fire rendering freely and engaging in conversation with the morning breeze that is picked up from the north. The sky reddening like the dirt of Waihiwa and robust like a raging celebration.
새파란 수평선 흰 구름 흐르는 오늘도 즐거워라 조개잡이 하는 처녀들 새파란 수평선 흰 구름 흐르는